Hello, everyone. It's day 64. Today, I tried something different. I set my alarm clock for 7 o'clock in the morning, which is set for that time every day, but very rarely do I actually get out of bed that early, but I actually got up at like 7:10, but like close enough. But anyway, I set a timer for an hour, so I just got up, sat down, and started reading the first chapter of Think Like a Programmer. And coincidentally enough, it was almost just enough time to finish out the whole chapter. So I just went a couple minutes over because I had like 2 pages left. Finished the chapter. There's actually like exercises. There was like 5 of them at the end of the chapter, like little questions or whatever. And one of the suggestions was to play a medium level Sudoku game and like try to find a strategy as to like how to go about solving the problem. Because in the first chapter, he used a Sudoku as an example or whatever. Me personally, I had never played Sudoku. So I actually started with the easy one first, just because I had never played it before or whatever. And it was simple enough. So while I was eating breakfast, I just found like Sudoku.com, I think is what the website was. And I saw the easy challenge. And then I was like, you know what, let me try medium one. So I tried a medium one. I think I was like 20 minutes into it. And I was like, all right, I don't want to spend so much time on it. So it actually lets you pause where you're at and the screen goes blank. So you can't like cheat and pause or whatever. And then like whenever you want to go back to it, you just hit play and your timer keeps running, continuing on whatever time that you stopped at or whatever. So after that, I went back to CSX and I went through the intro to functions, and the execution context section. It started off with a like 30-minute video where the guy talked about intro to functions, execution context, and the call stack. And then after that was a workshop that was like a 2-hour video on functions and objects. He had like a bunch of examples of like what the call stack looks like, what the global execution context looks like when you run through the code, like what actually happens when you run your JavaScript code or whatever. And so he like went line by line. He did like 3 or 4 examples. So like that was really cool to see how it all works under the hood. And then I did the challenge exercises at the bottom of the section. So like that section was like 37 or 39 different things long. The first 2 were videos, and then the other like 37 or however many was just challenges. Similar to like Free Code Camp. It'll be like create a function that does XYZ, and like it'll just have the empty function. You have to write what's on the inside or whatever. But yeah, a couple of them were a little tough. Like I had to like pause, take a break, and come back because I couldn't figure it. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do. I just like couldn't connect the dots, if that makes sense, or whatever. And then this section had like 3 solution videos for like the harder ones or whatever. I didn't need to watch it because I figured it out myself, but I just watched it to humor myself to see how they went about it. And like one of them, the guy, I forgot what question it was, like his solution was like ridiculously complicated for no reason. Like I don't understand why he chose to do it that way or whatever. But anyway, after that, I watched the CS50 week 2 lecture on arrays. I still have like 30 minutes left of that just because it was starting to get a little late and I wanted to get my workout in before midnight happened. So, and I kind of was like tired of listening to the lecture for the night. It was like this one was like almost 2.5 hours. So yeah, I was videoed out by that time. So I'll finish the last little like 30 minutes I have left tomorrow. But what I did do while I was working out, I discovered that Anton Sproul, the author of Think Like a Programmer, he has a YouTube channel and he has a series called Think Like a Programmer. And I watched the Puzzles and Programming problem video, which corresponded to the chapter that I read in the book. He like gives different examples. I think he went over like 2 examples in depth that weren't in the book. Like he does it on purpose. It's meant to be like a supplement to the book or whatever. And he just went about like how to do it and how he solved it in code. Only he did it in C++, which was fine because it was really more so about the concept, not really the syntax or whatever. But yeah, so that was cool. So now from this point forward, when I read a chapter in the book, then I'll go to the video and like see what that's talking about. But I really like the fact that I started my day reading a chapter. For whatever reason, like knocking out a chapter as soon as I woke up, it just gave me like a sense of accomplishment. Like, all right, I've accomplished something. I've done something already, and it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning. Because like the past couple days, I just kind of felt like, I mean, I know I was doing stuff, but like, I don't know, it kind of just felt like I wasn't low key. That makes probably make no sense at all, but sorry. But yeah, so I liked that I broke my day up. Like I did spend a couple hours on like a multitude of things, which I guess made me feel better, like I'm kind of moving in the right direction in more than just one area, rather than doing one thing completely and that taking however long and then do something else until that's complete. And, so like, yeah, so I'm going to keep up this like structure because I like the way that worked. And I'm really interested in Sudoku. Like, I don't know why I've never played that game before in my life, but it was actually pretty cool. Like good, like I wouldn't even say time waster because it really does for me. Like, I don't know, think about problem solving strategies or whatever. Like I like games with like, I also like Tetris. That's like my all time favorite game or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. And like whatever suggestions he has in the end of the book, like I'll give it a try. I'm pretty open minded for the most part. But yeah, so overall, good day. Looking forward to tomorrow. Day 64.